I'm walking, I look into a restaurant, black man on a date with a white woman. I look ahead of me, black man walking hand in hand with a white woman. And I was like, what the hell is going on? I mean, this goes on all the time, but I was like, what the hell is going on? And then I remembered, we're in Williamsburg. Together, ready? 1, 2. Williamsburg.
She's from Compton. She's marrying a white man, like her sister. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be very tactful, Art, because I know what Venus and Serena had to go through. And let's also remember, Venus was out there first. She paved the way for Serena. A lot of people forget that. Even though Serena is the greatest tennis player of all time, even though she's starting to get some competition with Coco Gauff and some of these others, shout out to them and the racism that they have to deal with every day. But remember, Art, white people were calling Venus and Serena monkeys, apes, animals. They were not put out the tennis matches. Remember, there were white people asking for Serena Williams to be tested to make sure she was not a man. They were calling her a transgender, Art, on the field, bro. So imagine, and I don't know what their self-esteem was like before they started playing tennis. Think about that. Their father was a strong black man, but we don't know what their self-esteem was like before that. We don't know who else influenced them. So you got these two young black women, trailblazers, kicking ass all over the tennis world, being disrespected about their hair, their body, their beautiful chocolate skin, their lips, their nose, their buttocks. I love both of them sisters. I love them both, Art. It hurts my soul to see Serena Williams marry outside the race, but I know why she did it. She had been made to feel unattractive. Venus and Serena were the victims of psychological trauma at the hands of white America that Nicki Minaj loves so much, that she says she's so proud of. It was this America that did that to Venus and Serena. White people traumatized them two sisters, Art. And that's why, although I don't agree with Venus's recent decision to marry a white man, I don't agree with Serena's decision to marry a white man. At the end of the day, Art, these two women went into a hostile, white-dominated sport and took it over, and white people never forgave them for it. And in doing that for us, this is how I look at it, Art. And Venus and Serena sacrificing their childhood and their adulthood to show black girls what was possible on the tennis court. The collateral damage was their self-hate. And in order to rescue their self-esteem, they married outside the race because neither one of them wanted their children to look like them. And they didn't want their children to look like them because they didn't want their children to be subject to the same type of ridicule and hurt that they suffered. I'm not giving an excuse because it's unacceptable, but I am giving a psychological explanation for Venus and Serena's behavior. If I saw them walking down the street, Art, I give them both a hug because I love what they did for black girls and black women. I love them sisters. I would hug them if I saw them tomorrow, but I would still tell them, I'm still disappointed at you for bunny hopping. No ice, no rice, no spice, no sand, and no salsa.
And I saw where you said that it was 4 women in your inner circle that you feel like the government sent to get information from you. Can you speak on that?
Well, yeah, there are 4 women, and they're all black, of course, who I believe were sent to infiltrate me and my movement. 2 of them, I would swear on it. The other 2, I'm fairly certain, but not exact. But yes, because you got to remember, Art, they watch all of us. COINTELPRO is not over. It just changed name. They watch all of us. And I know they watch me because I'm the most popular black personality, conscious scholar, activist, organizer in this country, and one of the most throughout the world. And so I know they watch me. And I have no vices. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't party. I don't club. I'm unmarried, Art. My only political weakness, if you would, vulnerability, is I'm unmarried. So if we're going to get Dr. Umar, we got to send in some hood rats or some sophisticated sisters to try to weave their way into his confidence and bring him down. And I've had my bouts with that. Okay, women who try to weave their way in and try to tear me down, but I'm still standing because I got a job to do for the ancestors. I just have to be more careful with how I move because they're watching and they're coming and they're not going to stop, Art. You know, next year, Art, January 1st, is the first year of the second quarter of the 21st century. It's the first year of the second quarter of the 21st century. We did nothing as a people, collectively for ourselves, Art, the first quarter. From the year 2000 to the year 2020, the first quarter of the 21st century, what have black people achieved? I ain't see a hospital. I ain't see a supermarket. I ain't see a real bank.
So when I met you, I really thought for the first time ever, wow, I didn't know black girls could be pretty like that. I didn't know that black girls could be that pretty. So really, I was astounded. It took me back, and
That's sweet.
Oh, and she's smiling. Guys, let's pack it up. There's nothing we can say here. When a person is that delusional, she's smiling like this is oh, these are not terms of endearment. Understand, you're the experiment. The Lord knows I cannot deal with certain shit in my life. The Lord knows what not to put in my life, because I swear I could never. You have two different type of interracial relationship. There's the one interracial relationship where you recognize that you are one race and I'm another race, and I will respect and understand your race and learn about your race, and we will come together and have a relationship. And then it is, you are one race and I am white, and you will assimilate to this, and you will understand that I am on top of you. And they try to do it in a way in which you do not feel insulted, but understand, they will always let you know that you're the exception and not the rule. They will always let you know that you are not the typical beauty standard. So if you leave me, you will never find another. And people are actually falling.
Why is it that there's black women that will get so angry at that they will say certain things? They're going to say nasty things. They're going to say mean things. And where do you think that stems from? And I have never said anything about not liking black women.
Some people are so much better when they don't speak. I hate these disingenuous conversations about black women when it comes to interracial dating. There's naturally a subgroup of black men and black women who do not like when their people date outside of their race. Those people used to eat us. Those people used to hang us. Those people, you feel me? But guess what? That is a thing that is among all races, ethnicities. And if we're talking about the black celebrity man, y'all will be actors, singers pushed onto black women, have mainly black women supporters, because statistically black women are very loyal, unfortunately. And black men are not as loyal to black women, unfortunately. So you will have these men that are pushed onto us. They will be in these black shows, have these black love stories, but their real life does not reflect that same black pride. They online, on live, having these terrible talking points about black women. Date interracially, don't. That's your own prerogative. When we think about black representation, black people want to be represented just like everybody else. Black women want to be represented just like everybody else. So when we see these black men in media, yeah, we want to see them with a black woman because we came from black women. We came from a black family. Tired of the concept of you guys using black women as the come up. Black women are the one that supports your journey even when you were nobodies, even when you were in indie films. And then you come up and all of a sudden you see whiteness as a trophy. And that's why you on live begging for gifts now. So stop acting like black women are having these, they're so crazily obsessed and you're gatekeeping black men. Why are they obsessed with us? We're not obsessed. We're just like every other white man, Asian man, white woman, whatever. People want to see their people together. It is what it is. And they're women. It's okay to date and love who you want. Who really cares? It's your life. But let's not be disingenuous about the conversations and act like black women are just these crazy, obsessed people when black men feel the same way. Black women, white women, Hispanic men, Hispanic women, Indian women. They have these same conversations in every place around the world.
I could never be mad at black women for dealing with white men. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it'd be ruffling a lot of our feathers, but the reality of it is they've always chosen us first, all right? Don't subscribe to the propaganda. This is free game. It is very rare that you will meet a black woman whose preference is not black men first. But we as black men cannot say the same. We can't say the same. You know what I'm saying? So the reality of it is They giving us back what we've been giving them for years. You know what I'm saying? The same type of comments we make. I don't like black women because they be this, and that, to validate messing with white women or Hispanic women or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's never because of what that person is doing. It's because of this group of people isn't doing that. You know what I'm saying? So they hitting us with the same thing. I don't deal with black men because they be doing this, and that to validate their reasoning. We can't be mad at it. Only difference is a lot of their reasoning is valid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to say that we are the weakest link of men, because to be quite frank, I think we're the strongest group of men outside of social and societal constructs, you know what I'm saying? But like genetically, physically, we're the most attractive, we're the most talented, the most athletic. I think we're the strongest group of men. But their reasonings for not dealing with us, a lot of the times are valid. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter, because we're still always going to be favored. You know what I'm saying? Black love is always going to be favored. So it is what it is. A couple people doing something else not gonna ruffle my feathers. You know what I'm saying? So you shouldn't have your feathers ruffled either.
Creepy towards black men, and instances of sex tourism prove it. If you don't know, some of the highest rates of sex tourism are among white women traveling to Africa in order to engage in sexual activity with black men. Kenya, Gambia, and Egypt are some of the most common, and when these women travel there, they often severely underpay them. Not to mention that a lot of people who are forced into this industry do so because of severe economic hardship, which is why that sex tourism is so common in developing countries. White men typically choose countries in Asia or like the Philippines, Thailand, places like that. So while the physical characteristics and the race of the people that white people are sleeping with, that they are traveling to engage in prostitution vary greatly, the point is that white women specifically...
I've tried to make this video 3 times now, and I guess I just can't find the words to say. So I'm gonna make it really short, but this is one of, I don't know, 20 or 30 comments that are mostly from men on my post that are straight offended that I left a good man. Let's be clear. You can be the good guy and win, but you have to appreciate and value the woman that you're with. You can't just be the good guy. You can't just be the man that pays the mortgage, the man that takes care of his kids, and the man that's loyal. That's all great. But do you love your wife? Do you date your wife? Do you prioritize your wife? Do you leave her love notes? Do you cook dinner sometimes? Do you make her feel that when she goes to work that she is appreciated? Or is she just the woman at home? So I think it's important to put an explanation, or explain at least, like what a good guy is. Because I think we're missing the key point of how this entire series at this point started. So my intro video was, it's okay to leave the good guy. So what is a good guy? The good guy is what everyone else gets to see. The good husband is what we get to see. That's what the partner sees, or the good wife in some of your situations. The good guy from the outside is the guy that goes to work every day and makes a good, honest living. That's the guy that takes care of his kids and seems present, or is present. That's the guy that seems to have all of his ducks in a row. His morals are good, his values are good, his friends are good people. From the outside looking in, everybody says that guy must be good to her, because all of those things on the outside line up to be that. You see this stable, consistent guy that gets along with everybody, and everybody just thinks he must be good. Okay, so that's the good guy. What is a good husband? What is a good partner? Let's make it general. What is a good partner? That's somebody that has your back all the time, right? Like somebody that is going to stand behind you to their families, to their friends, to everybody. You're their person, so they've got your back, okay? That's somebody that can be intimate with you, and it means something. You feel connected, you feel close, you feel loved during intimate moments. That is going out of your way for your partner, even when it sort of inconveniences you. It's something that you want to do because it's something that they need from you, okay? It is an emotional connection. It is, do you want them to feel better? Do you know how to talk to them when they are sad or upset or overjoyed? I think those are just a couple of things that make a good partner.
We went out to eat or something, and like people will think that we're like not together.
You're kidding.
Oh, yes.
And stuff like that.
I don't know. Sometimes, like, I can't read too deep into things like that. Another example I do have, though, we were in New York one time, and there was this, like, we were on the train, on the subway, and this African-American lady was just kind of just staring at us. I was just like, maybe she's staring because she likes my shoes, or she likes her shoes, or like, I don't know. Like, I only think the best of people. It's time for us to get off the stop. Savannah walks off the train. She kind of like ups and downs me and she said, oh, you don't like chocolate?
Oh.
And like looked at her. She was
like,
gone.
oh,
looked at her and like looked at me. And it didn't hit me because I smiled. I'm like, why did I just smile at that? But it hit me like a few seconds later.
Don't
I'm like,
you hate that when you walk away and then you're like,
what just happened?
I would have said this in the moment.
I don't feel like black women are in a position anymore to ignore what men are saying. I don't think they're in a position to ignore male leadership anymore. I personally don't have any skin in the game. But as you know, I'm trying to dedicate my time and my effort to moving forward and being solution orientated in the space. Right? Technically speaking, I don't even date black women, bro. And this is something that black women do not understand.
Pull up on that.
The things that we're not going to tolerate black women leading.
This is the pool you came across.
Hold on.
That's a valid thing to say, and I'm going to go ahead and shoot it down because this is the mistake women keep making. They insist on, and this is all women, this is not black women, this is women in general, this is a female issue. They keep on dodging accountability, dodging the points that are being made, dodging the grievances, dodging the data by constantly trying to deflect to something else, missing the main fucking point, which is that you're not going to get what you want because you're not making the adjustments. Black men are not out here belly aching and crying that they can't get or find women that they want. I promise you they're getting a Becky. I promise you they're getting a Maria. I promise you they're getting a Sue Lang. I've dated Arab women, my guy. You see what I'm trying to say? So the world is wide open for the black man.
They're gonna hate you on this,
right?
For this.
No. They can hate me, but I don't give a fuck because it's coming from a good place and I'm trying to help. I just told you I have no skin in the game. I don't need any type of woman, especially a black woman, to agree with me. I don't need you to understand me. I don't need you to follow me. I don't need you to submit to me. I don't need you to do any of that. My passport is well exercised. 20 countries in 2024 alone. And what I found out irrefutably is that I don't have like all these potential options. I actually legitimately have women that I've met their family, I've spoken to their father, and they are prepared, willing, and interested in marrying me. And they're just sitting there waiting in multiple different countries. And it's on me to decide at what level of success am I willing to now go cash out and do that.
Before you keep digging that hole,
you see what I'm trying to say?
Ask you at least, are some of these places in the motherland?
Africa included.
Okay, so
right?
that's still beautiful black
no,
women.
But no, that's not. Stop it. Because when I say black, I'm specifically talking about American women of color. Because outside of America, they're not black women, bro. If they live in Kenya, they're Kenyan. They live in Uganda, they're Ugandan. You get what I'm trying to say? If they live in South Africa, they're South African. If they live in Dominican Republic, they're Dominican. We're the only ones stuck in that ignorance. So the way that black women are behaving is not hurting black men. I understand that they're hurt. I understand that they're resentful. I understand they have all these unhealed wounds and all these childhood traumas and all this shit that they're dealing with black men, which is why they have this force field and they have this us versus them mentality. The point that I'm making is that it's them that's losing.
I feel like being a black man might be one of the most confusing things on the planet. Everybody loves you, everybody wants you, except for your counterpart, the black woman. The black woman will be there for a black man as long as he is up. If he is the HNIC in charge, the black woman's there to support. She's there to use and abuse. Once he is down, she's not going to work 2 jobs to support him. She's not going to lift a finger. She's not going to help that man. She's going to call her family like, oh, he's a bum. He lost his job. She is going to talk so bad about that man because he can no longer give her the life that she wants. Even with the black woman, they refuse to wait a year. Like, if you're like, okay, babe, we're going to save for a year and we're going to do this, this, and this. They won't do it. They're like, no, I have my hair to buy. I have parties. I have lash out, all these other things. But another race of woman, she will follow the leadership of a black man to the T. She won't ask any questions. She will do as she is told. Now they say, oh, that's because she's weak. She's not weak. She's smart. She has common sense. She can see the end goal that black women cannot see. So again, black men, they continuously cheat because they do like black women. I've said this before. Black women and black men are very attractive. And they're attracted to each other. But I think that with the end goal that black men have. A lot of black women don't fit in with that.
Black men want to be with black women, but they don't want to be with. They think they're not fit. Then why do these same black women get mad or upset when these black men marry non-black women?
Because we want to be the first choice.
But you were the first choice and you said no. I think it's because you believe you own us.
Own you?
Yes, because so many black children are born to single parent households. Black women are in charge of the black community. But because black women see us coming up, you're our mothers, you're our babysitters, such and so forth. This is why you can have black women half my age talking to me on my platform with such familiarity. Like, because black men are almost y'all's property. Y'all feel like they own us. Like, we are y'all's. And it's like, well, if I don't want you, I want to be your first choice. And if I say thank you, but no thank you, but go find another black woman. What the French toast is that? You don't get to tell him to go pick another black woman.
Because I don't want him, he should go date a white
Well,
girl.
the thing is, women say that they don't want these men because they aren't on their level, they're not worthy. So why is he worthy with Becky? That's the question. The implication is if he could marry Becky, Marisol, Myling, or Jamila, he could have simply married Keisha.
Any black man that says that they don't date black women for whatever reason is always going to be anti-black to me. It's always gonna be anti-black to me because what do you mean you don't like any black women on this planet? Like, you just don't like no black women. And then why? Like, well, what is the real reason why? Like, in my opinion, I feel like the real reason why has to do with just self-loathing and just a disdain for melanin, because you can find melanated women all across the globe. And so it's one thing to be like, because blackness shows up in different ethnic groups and in different cultural groups and different nations. So it's one thing to be like, I don't like black American women. Okay, whatever. You don't like black American women. Maybe you're a black American man and you grew up in America and that's your experience, and black American women just aren't your cup of tea. Okay, whatever. But to just say you don't like black women just all across the board, like you don't like Caribbean women, you don't like Trinidadian, Jamaican, Haitian women, because they black too, just different nationalities and different culture, different ethnicity, but still black nonetheless. You don't like Brazilian women, you don't like Afro-Latinas, you don't like any woman in Africa, you don't like Senegalese women, you don't like Liberian women, you don't like Ethiopian women, you don't like Sudanese women, you don't like South African women. You don't like no black woman from nowhere. Like you don't like black women. So it's just like when you say you don't like black women, I'm really hearing like that you just don't like blackness, because there's too many black women to choose from for you to just be flat out across the board, I don't like black women. So it is very anti-black.
You really feel like black women are a black man's biggest hater?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Why?
Hell yeah. Because no other race of women will get on the internet and bash men all day.
Is that true though?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
You don't see no white women. I mean, you may catch one or two of them, but for the most, them black women out in that man putting all this business out there like
it ain't that man. It's niggas.
It's niggas.
We got to be held responsible for what some niggas we don't even know did.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, though, that black men have contributed to black women being so jaded?
No.
What?
No. That's the thing about it. It's the same niggas over and over again.
If they start saying these niggas' names, all these problems be eliminated. Yeah. Then when men get online and they say some shit like, man, these bitches ain't shit, we know that he probably talking about 2 or 3 he dealt with. Exactly. He ain't never gonna generalize and be like, all of them. Nah. He talking about the 3 he had. For sure. Cause we got our own experience. We're like, nigga, that shit might be for your ass. You know what I mean?
So y'all don't feel like
This black woman messaged me and she was like, I feel as though you empathize with black men, but you don't empathize with black women. Well, the reason why I empathize with black men is because black men are the most disrespected out of all the races in the world, right? Black men are the most disrespected by their woman, meaning the black woman, right? There is no other race in the world where women think that it's okay to disrespect their man the way that black women disrespect black men. And here's the crazy part about it. Let's go to the statistics. Let's go to the facts. Black women are the least likely to get married. Black men are getting married at higher rates than black women. Black men are commodities. If you go to any place around the world, most women want black men. Black men are commodities. But for whatever reason, black women don't see that. And then they are entitled and think that they're supposed to come with all this baggage, be out of shape, have all these kids, out of marriage, and just be really a hot mess. And then a black man is just supposed to be like, well, I should just settle for this. The black woman really thinks that the black man should be happy with settling with their nonsense and foolishness, on top of being combative and disrespectful. Why would a black man deal with that when he can go get a woman from another race that is going to not have kids, the whole 9, and want to actually get on his program? I'm gonna need black women to wake up.
Did we all forget that period where black men didn't like us at all? Where a black man insulted us, mistreated us, called us ugly, called us dramatic, called us too much, called us aggressive. And then suddenly, Black Lives Matter starts. Boom. Black queens are black sisters. I will never ever forget that period. And I remember every single black man that was like that before that period. Because now y'all be acting like we are a trend. Now suddenly y'all love us. But that was actually so hurtful. Like, we were supposed to stand together. And it was like, we never received an apology from them.
All right, so this is a great question, and I still do not have the answer, because what does it matter what another person decides to date or who another person decides to date? It shouldn't really matter about the color of skin. If that person's happy in an interracial relationship, that's the only thing that should matter. Honestly, I feel like it's not just black women. There's black men out there, there's white men out there, there's white women out there that truly believe in not dating outside your race, and it's wrong. All right, we live in 2023. There are so many interracial couples that it's ridiculous. Like, get out of that freaking mindset. I remember growing up in like a mixed school where there were Hispanic women, Hispanic men, black women, black men, white women, white men. And I remember not really many black women gave me the time of the day. Not really many Hispanics gave me the time of day. But a lot of white women gave me the time of day. And if somebody's paying you attention, it feels good. So of course you're going to drift towards the people that like you. You're not going to drift towards the people that dislike you. So me dating a white woman wasn't like a choice that I made, like, oh, I'm strictly going to date a white woman and that's it. I'm only going to marry a white woman, that's it. It's just, that's why I end up to basically be in a relationship, because they like me, I like them, and that's where we went from there. But a lot of people just keep on circling that train of, oh, you should not date outside your race. Get over it, man. Get over it.
One thing that I've noticed, like, I've never experienced any other race or ethnic group of men like go out of their way to try to like diminish or put a black woman down. Besides the black man, like, you could just be minding your business and then here comes a fucking black man trying to down your appearance and shit, or just talk about you for no reason. Like, you don't even know the guy. Like, why are you even being rude and nasty to me? Like, why are you talking on me or about me? Like, anything that I have on, anything that I'm doing, like, why? Like, I've never experienced any other race of men go out of their way and say something rude and nasty. Like, why do y'all do that? Like, it's, why? And then it's always, oh, I'm joking. Why are you joking with me? Like, do I look like a joke, bitch? Don't joke with me. I don't joke with you guys. I don't. It's nothing funny about you guys. Y'all be, and it's always, It's always the ones that just got tattoos on their face, looking mad dirty. Mother don't love them, father never cared about them. It's just like, but you don't have to exude that energy to me, because I don't do that to people. I treat people with respect. Stop playing with me, dog.
This is going to be a very Dallas-specific TikTok, so if you're from Dallas, please watch this. The way black men are up the white girl's skirts at Bottled Blonde is not even funny. Look to your left, middle, right, everywhere. They are just running after these white girls. And the moment you pass by a black man in Bottled Blonde, they don't want to touch you at all. Oh, it's literally not. I don't know what comes over these black men. They are gone. They want no part. I'm good. They love them some white women at Bottled Blonde.
Why do black men continue to tear down black women when we are the ones that actually give life to them? We birthed you guys. You do know that, right? But yet you continue time after time to disrespect us, belittle us, and degrade us. And right now I'm speaking directly to Bishop Wooten, who chose to get on his pulpit and disrespect, degrade, and belittle Dr. Carrie Bryant over a dress. And we can all agree to disagree whether or not we agreed that the dress was appropriate for a pastor's wife or a pastor, that she did not look or represent in any shape or form or serve us as a $2 whore. Okay? That was just, oh my God. I just can't believe that he, as a man of the cloth, allowed that to come out of his mouth and think that it was cool, that it was appropriate. And it just makes me wonder if there was a young lady out there that was living such a life, that he would not take the opportunity to uplift her, to speak wisdom and life into her, and help her by educating her. But instead, you want to belittle her. This has to stop. Black men, it's time for you guys to really, really and truly start loving and respecting yourselves so you can love and respect a black woman. And Bishop Wooten, you need, at this time, you should have been, your spirit should have convicted you by now for what you spoke, to where you will go on social media and apologize to Pastor Jamal Bryant and his wife, and also to every black woman in this world. Because we're tired of it. And we demand more from you black men. We expect more from you black men. Now that's all I got.
Black women don't like guys with potential. The reason black men go with white women is because black women don't like guys with potential. They want the finished article at the finish line. Now, if you guys, I don't agree with this, by the way, but this is your Dr. Umar, or Dr. Kumar? Okay. This is your guy, right? And he's stating this is the reason why black guys go with white women. I'll leave it to you. I'm not going to say no more. I don't agree with him. Do you agree with him?
I don't agree with that at all.
But this is their messiah. People are getting at me saying, we're coconuts, we're this, we're that. You're white people, worshippers. Like, what are you talking about?
You know what it is, yeah? I'll be real with you, lot, innit, yeah? If I think something is bullshit, I'm going to say it's bullshit, innit? He might say something that sounds good. He might say something that sounds like bullshit. If it sounds good, I say it sounds good. If it sounds like bullshit, I'm gonna say yes, bullshit.
The reason why a lot of black men are leaving black women is because of their mouths. I do believe that we in most cases, those guys that usually do it, they are raised by black mothers. And I do believe that the black women that helped them was the black mothers who will be rewarded for doing that. But I do believe that the reason why a lot of black men are leaving black women is because of their mouths. I do believe that a lot of black women are very disrespectful. I do believe that black women talk crazy to their men, and a lot of them are not fighting the man that they're having in their house. They're fighting the father that wasn't there for them.
What happened in your dating experience to where you're now like,
It's a lot of pressure on black men, specifically dating black women. And I love black women. Social media and the culture has put a lot of pressure on us. This could be just based on environment. When I moved to Atlanta, women here are very entitled. And listen, I'm not blaming anybody, so I don't want this to turn into
when you say entitled though, what does entitled mean?
I'll say financially entitled. I feel extreme pressure. And I get hit on by white women, I get hit on by all kinds of women. But when I get hit on by black women, I immediately feel this entitlement of, I gotta pay for something.
Wow.
I gotta pay your rent. I gotta help you with your car note immediately within 2 weeks. Or I'm just saying what I've experienced. I'm not saying that's every woman. Nowadays, if I take somebody on a
$400
immediately, and I don't even drink. So if she drink, that's the couple hundred. If the hookah's 45,
dessert?
Lamb chops is 50, dessert. So by the time
Valet.
I was just getting ready to say valet. So we didn't spend $400 for me to see if you like me.
Say that again.
So it's like I'm spending. That's just the first date. You want to go out again. I done spent $1,000 on 3 dates just to see if you might call me back or maybe text me back. And then because you're a beautiful woman, if you don't like me, you can go get the next man to do the same thing.
No one, and I mean no one, hates black women more than a black man who only dates white women. As in, like, he doesn't date anything but white women. Ask a black brother, why does he only date white women? The first thing he will say will be something negative about a black woman. Oh, black women are too aggressive. Oh, black women are too loud. Oh, black women are too expensive. Something that he doesn't like about a black woman. And me, he blows my mind. Why? Because black women should be out of the equation from the start. Since you started it, because you say you don't want to date black women, then why the flip are you implementing them into the conversation? My question is basically saying, why do you like white women? You're telling me something negative about black women. Does that even make sense? Tell me the qualities of a white woman. If I was a white woman I was dating this black brother and that's how he answers, I'll feel violated, Cause I'm pretty sure a lot of people will agree with me. Because I don't think I'm reaching and I've seen it firsthand. So guys, please let me know if I'm wrong. Because I will correct myself when I come on this app and say, yo, I was wrong, I'm sorry.
Hey, no lie. When dudes be saying, oh, date outside your race because black women don't love us, they don't appreciate us, man, I shut right up. I shut the fuck up, actually, with the quickness. Because I can't relate. Like, regardless on how my dating situations have turned out and everything, like, man, don't no woman love me down like a black woman do. Respectfully. Like, no disrespect to no other races or nothing like that, but it's like, if y'all talking about go where you love, go where you celebrate it, I ain't never had to leave no goddamn where. Like, everything about a black woman unmatched. Like, man, I'm for colors only. Like, they the only ones that's gonna know what to do with me for real. They the ones that really deserve me. Like what was y'all going through to where y'all gotta say that and then pedestalize others? Like, I really want to know for real. Shit. Black woman, me please.
Since you have such an open mind, do you think that is another way that black men should approach these type of scenarios?
As far as like trying to hold black women accountable?
Yeah.
I wish I could say that there was a different way that you can go about it. I just think we are in such a bad place. I don't think that there's really anything that you can do. Honestly, I don't think you could say it soft. You could say, sweetie, baby, and it would still be like, why you call me baby? Like it's still honest. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like we are this I don't care attitude, this very masculine, I could do what I want is so deep in us that I don't really know what black men can say. Because even just the thought of how the view of black men already is like you can't win because black women view black men in such a negative way. So even when you try to say something nice, you're already going to be attacked because you're a black man trying to say something.
Bro, this is the shit black women be talking about. Like, and y'all gonna prove us right every single time. Like, black men really do be giving us the bare minimum. Like, as someone who likes you, why would you tell her to deep throat you and like suck your dick on like the first date? Like the first time y'all about to officially see each other, hang out. It should have been like a nice, fun, genuine time where you guys just spend quality time together. The fact that you felt comfortable enough to say that, and the fact that you don't see anything wrong with it, like, it's so bizarre. It doesn't matter how you look at it, you're weird. It's bizarre, it's weird. And it's so disrespectful to me. Like, on the first date, like, this is a guy genuinely, like, I thought very highly of him. I thought he was a gentleman. I thought he was a sweetheart, but I may have been wrong. Everybody's too freaked out. What happened to taking the time to build real connections before you get to that point?
Black men do not want to marry. It says 90%, and you can talk about facts, but I'm going to give you stats, Willie. 90% of black men would never marry. 30% of black women would never be married and have to marry outside their race if they want to get married in general. Family is what creates wealth, not individualistic. And so unless we start to marry together and have two-parent households who have two incomes with families who can commune together, we don't have a community.
So like a month ago, this white woman tried to tell me that it wasn't racist for black men to have a higher preference for white women than black women. And I explained to her about European beauty standards and the history behind preference for white people, not just white women, but white people in general. And I explained that if men act like white women are cuter or better than black women or any other race of women, they're racist. And I called her a racist because she was being very nasty to me. She called me ugly. She was being mean because I was arguing with a bunch of men trying to defend this other white woman that was inciting misogynist war towards black women by saying that black women could not compete with white girls. Because, you know, racist white women who are over 20 love to infantilize themselves and call themselves white girls, even though they're basically women. You know, they're young, but they're still women, okay? And that other white woman kept saying to me, no, it's not racist. And then I said, you're the racist. And she was like, how am I racist if my boyfriend is black? Even though she was talking down to me, talking about my appearance and making it known that she believes that men have the right to say that white women look better than black women. Because I explained to her that men having a preference for white women over black women is basically saying that black is ugly, black is inferior, and that black women are less feminine and womanly than white women. And she kind of, this was over like Twitter. So I couldn't see her reaction, but I could sense her kind of smirk and laugh because I'm clairsentient. So when I'm talking to people online and through text messages, I can feel the energy, and people try to act like, oh, well, I can feel your energy. I can tell that you're mad, you're upset, you're going to cry. But really, those are their emotions, and I'm affected by their emotions, and I am reacting accordingly. Anyway, during the argument, she kept trying to defend preferences because she is a pick-me, and she gets delight out of men finding her more attractive than black women because she's insecure. And that's what a lot of racist white women do. They hold racist views and then run to the black community and start dating black men so they can look innocent and they can benefit off of things that black people have created. And when they say something slick or shady about black women, they can turn around and say, oh, I'm not racist, my boyfriend or husband is black. And, you know, I just don't like black women. Can't believe one black man several months ago told me that this one white woman wasn't racist. She just didn't like black women because apparently black women aren't humans, and that in order to be racist, you have to be violent and hateful towards black men, but not black women. And one black man even said, oh, this isn't going to be like that riverboat incident where you just attacked this pretty little white woman for being racist towards y'all. She's not a black man. So, or no, basically he was saying, you're not a black man, so you're not going to be protected from racism from a pretty little white girl, you know. And it made me so mad. I'm getting kind of heated thinking about it because it just pisses me off, because I noticed that when I call out racist white women who are conventionally attractive, I get met with backlash because these men are just nasty bigots who discriminate against black women based off of how they appear. Okay? All right. But back to that white woman I was arguing with on Twitter. She ended up saying, "You will never end up with a black man. I hope you never, find happiness." And I'm like, exactly, you little racist B.I. I can't even say it out loud. But it was like, she's one of those white women who isn't satisfied unless a black woman is put down by black men, or just men in general.
So I've put together some points. I want to give you a detailed explanation of why most of these women are choosing to date white guys, and are choosing to date white guys, picking them over their own. Essentially, why most of these women are only want to date these white guys and they don't want to date these black guys we have today. So the first point is the feeling of more desire. The truth is that some black women say that white men approach them more directly. They throw them compliments, more often, and show clear romantic interest, and may interpret this as feeling, as value and pursued rather than being overlooked by black men. Is this really true? Is this what most black men do? Because I've seen videos online about black men throwing this same compliments towards this men. Most of the guys out there who even give the most raise out there are mostly black men. So is this really what these women want, and why most of them are looking to date this white men as compared to the black men? Let's talk about the second topic. So the second topic is the different expectations about the gender roles. We all know black people are always considered to be kinetic. So most of these women, what they want is, they see some women feel, I wrote down, see some women feel that certain black dating environments place stronger expectations on women to be submissive or prioritize the man's needs. So they may perceive white partners as more supportive or equal decision making, although it varies from one person to another. So that is why most of these sisters want to date these white guys, because they want to have some certain level of control over the man. That is why they will push to date this guy. So the second thing is the third one is the emotional connection. A common compliment in dating discussion is that some men struggle to express emotions. They're saying some black men report that a lot of black guys out there are so unemotional. They can't portray emotion, that they don't discuss feelings. They have relationship problems and mental health issues. That is why most of them will not date a black guy. That is one of the reasons why. It is absolutely crazy. So the next thing is, their past experiences. Personal experiences strongly also shape your dating choices. As a woman who experienced infidelity, abandonment, financial instability, or poor treatment in previous relationships may become more open to dating outside their own race. It is that point is fairly true. Yeah, that is true. The next point is also expanding their dating pool. Some women simply do not want to limit themselves. They want to try to explore more. They want to try to see more things, and if they live or work or study, those environments will also encourage them to try to explore to where they live, they work, try to explore more options, more races, to see what's better, what's the difference between all of them. So that's basically what most of these women also want. So the second thing is the education and career similarity. So people often form relationships with co-workers, classmates, or people with similar professions. It is happening. That is true. People at the workplaces always tend to do funny things, and school, work, wherever, tend to do funny things. So that is also true. So the next part is the support